Good morning. Welcome to Wholeview Farm. It's been a little bit since our last video, and boy, there's a lot to cover, but it's been hard. We've had a lot of hot, muggy weather and a lot of mechanical issues and flat tires and things that have just kept us pretty busy, so haven't been pulling the camera out, but well, we're still here. We're still farming, so take a walk around and see what's going on. My first chore of the day is typically moving the boys, and we've got 4 in here now. We banded most of our ram lambs, but we decided to keep Harry here intact. So, oh, are you stuck? Nope, he's figured that out pretty good. So yeah, hey fellas, you ready for some fresh grass? I know you are. You always clean up good overnight. So this is where they are. This is what they're moving into. We did have, oh boy, I popped 2 tires on this thing. And one of them was just a dumb thing I did. I decided to try pushing it instead of pulling it with the chain. And I was trying to push it at an angle. So I came over to this corner with our side-by-side, and I must have caught on the plow mount and actually popped the tire, so I had to replace that. But I also bent this bracket, which means this thing no longer steers. I reformed it as best I could, but I got a little more work to do. You can see it's rubbing on the side, rubbing there. It doesn't swivel around nicely like it used to, so I think I need to pop that wheel bracket off, get it back on the vise, and see if I can get it closer to looking like this one here. Yeah, it makes it interesting. Oh, there's Nick. Just got back from bringing water to the main flock. All right, fellas, we're getting there. So what I got to do is rotate this wheel around. We've been pulling it up this way towards the fence, and it doesn't steer right at all. It tracks all funny. I'm hoping when we go the other way, and this is a rear tire instead of a front tire, that'll be a little better. But it can't swivel that way, so all right. We need both hands to get that turned. Yeah, I got that turned a little bit. Kind of get it facing the right way. Makes it a lot easier to pull this thing. Now I got to take this chain, put it on the opposite side, and I'll use the machine to pull it. Sometimes we push it by hand. I might try that. Put my shoulder into it. It's not so bad if it's flat or going downhill. I definitely need the machine to get it uphill, or when we get into this real long grass, it can be pretty tough. There we go. You see the boys know what's going on there. They're gonna run over to where there's fresh forage. Oh, it's a nice cool morning. The weather's been tough. Okay. Yeah, that's not. We're gonna get the machine. There's a little bit of a rise, and it's just, I could do it, but why hurt myself? I got other chores to do. Boy, they're happy to be in a little bit of fresh feed, though. Aren't you, fellas? Go. Put this little loop with a couple cold shunts on there just so we can get a little more steering control with the machine. It doesn't just slip on the chain. That's pretty helpful. There's a lot of things that I think about filming, but I don't, like banding the ram lambs the other day. Probably would have been good content, but it's our first time doing it, and you know, I got to put the animals' welfare first, and that means sometimes we just need to be fully focused and doing what we're doing, and not putzing around with the camera and stuff. So yeah, sometimes I just decide not to, because it's the first time doing something, and it's not that I'm afraid to show you guys my mistakes, because that's part of the goal here, is to be honest and show our failures as much as our successes. But sometimes being fully focused is the difference between failure and success. And if I feel we're on that line, I'm gonna put the camera down and focus on what I'm doing. So we'll get there. Yeah, if anyone's interested in a nice little ram lamb, he was born in May of this year. Got some really cool colors. I love that little stripe on his horn where he's got like the black horn and the white horn come together, and we just thought he was a cool little ram lamb. He's been really healthy. That's Harry there. We're going to offer him up for sale as a breeding ram, if anyone's interested. And right there you can see his dad, Fallon, who slicked off beautifully this year. It's just a really neat looking ram. We're thinking we're going to keep our same breeding rams this year, and just divide up our ewes to kind of control who's with who, and make sure, you know, siblings and parents aren't together that way. So one more year with our adult rams is the plan. Although we would think about giving up Greg here too. He's a year old. Slicked off good last year, but this year he's still holding on to his coat for some reason. And honestly, he wasn't as vigorous in breeding this year as the other two, which is why we'd let him go. He did get the job done, but I think he was a little younger than the other two, and when we put him in with the ewes, he was a little more timid, I'll say. The others were more aggressive, and I don't know. We put him in for 2 weeks, and we're confident that at least a couple ewes were impregnated by Greg here, but I think he might have been slow to the punch, and then these other guys got him when we put him together. So yeah, I'm confident he's not sterile or anything, just not as vigorous as the other two. So but yeah, cool ram lamb. You know, we got actually we found out it's doll sheep is the source of these horns. The people we got them from went out west and brought in a doll ram, so we have these nice big curly horns, but they're mostly Katahdin with a little Barbados and some doll sheep in this mix. And they've been raised for decades with no dewormer used, so we know they have a pretty strong parasite resistant genetics. And yeah, we've been real happy with them. They're not huge, you know, they're smaller than a Dorper, probably in that, you know, 130 pound range, but pretty good size meat sheep. So yeah, if you're interested in getting animals from us, we're getting to that point where we're ready to start letting some go. We'll have 5 withers as meat animals this fall, and we're going to have you know, a couple breeding rams this year. 1 or 2 we'd let go of. So yeah, just click on our link in the bio. It'll take you to our website. We've got our email address, and it's a good way to reach out to us. So let us know.
Come on, guys. Big move, big move.
What's that?
I said big move. Harry's eating with the big guys. Yeah, he's so pretty. I'm glad we kept him. He'll be a good breeder for somebody or us. Yeah. Huh? Yeah. And Greg still hasn't slicked off completely. And Grinder's got a little hunk on his butt that needs to fall off. But man, Fallon slicked off. He's a fine looking specimen. He's just gorgeous. But it's funny because his horns changed color. They were really super black and now they're turning more blonde. Like, I don't know, it happened this winter. And I was like, that's an interesting thing. But yeah, he's looking great. Right, Harry? All right.
So, one of the things that's kind of had us frazzled is we had our first major breach last week. And
a week ago today.
was it a week ago today?
It's Friday.
Yeah, we were out to dinner with my parents and my neighbor called up and he saw a couple cows on his cellular trail camera and said, hey, are your cows out? And we said, hey, I hope not. And of course they were. And they we had a couple issues with Strawberry jumping over our poly wire, and I just find her right near everybody but on the wrong side of the poly wire. And then you know, that happened a couple times, but she never went anywhere, so I wasn't too worried. It's like, okay, we got her back in without too much fuss. Well, this time it must have been both of them, and they were way back over there on that hill in the back by the wood line with the whole flurred, and they must have jumped out, and we left our gates open stupidly, and they walked all the way across the 26 over to David's next door, and they were out in the field eating soybeans. And we had to try to round them up at 10:30 at night, which didn't go so well.
Yeah, we quit at midnight and then started back up at 6.
And it is like the worst feeling in the world to have your cows out and like they're like, it was so crazy. We went out there and Nikki got them to follow her with a grain bucket, and they just like walked, they just followed us for like 500 feet. And we're like, okay, this is gonna go good. And then as soon as we got close to the gate, they freaked out and ran away. And they did that to us twice. So we were out and our flashlight batteries started dying, and we were, it was a
like, give it up,
moonless,
this
dark
is crazy.
night.
Yeah.
And oh, it's just no. And then when they're running away, they're running to this wood line that we know if they go through this woods, they're just right out on the highway down there. So this rural, slow highway, but still.
Yeah.
When you think about the risks of somebody, you know, hitting a cow, your cow with their car, or your cow wandering away and never coming home, or
yeah,
you know,
all the things.
Yeah,
it's just very unnerving.
It's a terrible feeling. So
we got him back in a matter of an hour the next morning with Grandpa and David and Joe and me.
Yep, we used our poly line. We set up a big funnel towards the gate, and then we kind of played good cop, bad cop, where Nikki had the green and got him to follow her again. And then the 3 guys were in the back with a poly wire, and we just kind of made a big V, so we kind of kept them contained that way. And
yeah, that worked out great.
Yeah, it took about an hour in daylight with some help.
But then we got them through. We shut the door. They're in the 26, and we're like, all right, we'll round it up later. And I shook that bucket, and they walked with me all the way to the barn, all by myself. And I was just like, what the heck?
Yeah. So. We think one of the problems is the dogs. The cows and the dogs just have not been really getting along too good. Every time the dogs run, the cows freak out. or heifers, I should be saying, because they're not cows. They're heifers. So we've been doing some things. We've been keeping them for the last couple weeks separated and contained by high tensile fencing. We had a couple paddocks. We had them in the training lot and a little bit of the control area. Now we're in the triangle, and we just kind of finished grazing them. There's still a lot of tall stuff in here, but there's so many thistles. There's definitely more feed in here, but we're not going to push them too hard.
And this is interesting because the thistles, they've been doing this last year and this year.
They're starting out on top. I don't know what that's about.
Yeah.
Not all of them, just some of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can see they've worked this over pretty good. We kind of divided it into, I think we gave them 6 different paddocks in the triangle here. It's about 3/4 of an acre, so we're not going to push them too hard.
Things running.
Yeah, we've also been setting there's a post over there. We've been setting our poly braid all the way up to prevent the jumping. We want to
we had a thunderstorm and Strawberry jumped that into the next paddock. So yeah, we really had to reset. So even in here, she was just like, yeah, I'm gonna jump and be crazy.
So, I mean, they're heifers, you know, they're known to be goofy and do things, and I think when they're a little older and we get them bred, they'll settle down. But for now, we've just been kind of taking a step back, going back to square one with fence training.
Yeah, the dogs and everybody are right there. So if they were on that other side, they'll see each other, and we actually have to move them this way, and we're moving them south.
Well, so we're going to move the cows this morning up to the 26. We've got nice big paddocks up there. It's recovered from cutting hay. We've decided we're not going to do a second cut up there. We're just going to start grazing it and hopefully still have enough up there for stockpile. But with just the 2 small heifers, I'm not too worried. We're going to move them kind of fast. It is going to be a lot more work this summer fall season to run 2 separate groups than we were hoping for, but it is what it is. Until we're confident these girls are trained and until we can reestablish contact with the rest of the flock.
Well, the other thing too is, like, we'd like more Dexters. They're still, like, look right now, they're sitting in a defensive position where they're watching each other's back, literally.
Yeah, if we got even just 2 or 3 more cattle out here, I think that would settle them down. Oh, but look at this lovely pat, man. That's puddling up nice. Yeah, so they're doing good on this feed. We've had some issues with this too.
Yeah, I don't know what you're...
Yeah, see, it's dripping there. It's the float's not sealing fully, so...
Do I push up?
Well, it's just not seating right, so the float's pulling all the way, but this valve's having issues, so I'm gonna very carefully reach over this wire in between these thistles and shut that off so we're not losing water here. Yeah, we had a few issues. I keep messing with it and thinking I got it fixed, and they come out and it's over full, and it's not a lot of water, but you know, you don't want any kind of continuous flow. It really adds up. So,
and I started giving them we have that little feeder for them, mineral feeder for them.
Yeah,
and I started giving them some phosphorus and some salt.
Yeah, we have some salt, some baking soda, and then just a mixture of our powdered minerals that we put together for them. So
I'm gonna, here, you hold on to that and I'll open this.
Well, here, let's get on the other side.
Yeah, see how that works.
Yeah, I'll see if we can entice them up through the gate here.
Okay.
Make sure our other gates are closed, and then just bring them right on up through the training lot and into the new paddock, which would be nice because they'll be right across the fence from where the dogs are, so they can get a little more exposure without having the direct exposure, which I think will be nice. Deep's gonna screw up this program for us. All right. Yeah, you stay out there. This was existing. It was kind of nice having the lane with these 2 gates opposite hinge, so we can kind of open up that way or chain them together and make a chute this way. Good to have options. see how this goes. It's a pretty big open area. See Gertie staring at me over there. I still haven't gone and said hi this morning. All right. Ooh, we got a escape path through here through the barn. All right. Not much, just a little bit. Close this so they can't head that way on us. Oh, look at this. Not even using the grain. Hey, ladies. Hey, good job. Nikki's the cow whisperer.
You didn't open up the gate, honey. How are they going to get through?
Well, let's just try to get them in the training lot and then...
You don't have the gates open.
The training lot gate's open, but not the far one.
Oh, no, it looked weird.
All right. Hey, lady. You want some grain? Oh, Libby heard that. Oh, my goodness. That was Greg and Grinder.
Yep.
Yeah, they can't get enough speed in there to do real damage, but they will face off once in a while.
Yeah, Fallon got his lip pierced.
So we really neglected to train these guys, but it turned out in the moment of truth, it didn't really take any training. They saw the bucket and just went for it. Whoa, getting crazy. Are you mad that I'm not actually giving you this grain? Yeah? Okay. Yeah, that triangle's not very diverse, so I think they were kind of getting sick of that area. Hey, I got an even better spot for you. It's beautiful. 'Cause we just had the sheep in here for not like just overnight. So they mowed this down.
Come on, girls.
Let's get the gate open.
No.
Thundering hooves. Yeah, they see the dogs and they're already sketched out. And there's goats. All right, you want some of this? I'm not just gonna tease you without giving you any. That wouldn't be very good. All right, come on. This is way good over here.
Come on, go. Come on, girls. Come on.
Yeah, freaked out about the dogs.
Maybe I should go over there.
Hey, ladies. Look, I can go this way. Oh, no, through the gate. You gotta come through the gate. Come on. Here we go.
Good job.
It's okay, those dogs can't get you. Look at this. We're going to a whole new spot. Whole new spot. Good job, Libby. Yeah. Oh, but look at this. This is way better. I gotta get that water tank hooked up.
Yeah, you do.
Oh my goodness. There's no dogs in here, but you're close to them. You can hear them barking. All right, about ready with the water. So here's our water source. Comes up. I got a couple splitters so we can have, you know, a hose or just fill a bucket with this short hose. And then this other red one just is a short hose that links up to this poly pipe. It actually runs up through the ceiling of the barn all the way to the other end, because I thought that would be a lot easier than trying to trench it in or anything. So just a seasonal line, send water over out of this side of the property. So this kind of holds up there with some strap material. Tried to keep it pretty even, not a lot of dips, so I can get it to drain out in the fall. We've got a valve here. Another short hose that links us over to this line. It's a little bit buried just past the gate. We trenched it in under the gate so no one would step on it, and then it just runs along the fence line over that way to our quick coupler. So I'm gonna head over there now and go connect this tub for the cows. Got our hay here. This side is the nice grassy hay from across the street, and this side from our property. And I think we're gonna have enough. We're gonna offload some withers and some rams, and should put us at a pretty good stockpile. We also got another 150. Yes. Here comes Zeep. And we've also got some more small squares up in the barn. So, hey ladies. You're staying as far away from those nasty dogs as you can, aren't you? All right. I know, no water, bumming you out. We're gonna get you fixed up here. There we go. Ooh, I had the cap open, that was silly. Try to do this without getting shocked. That is a hot fence. All right, we're getting there. That's a good sign. I don't think they're too hungry. They already ate. It's just some excitement. Just getting used to the new digs. Yeah, a lot of air to get out of this line before the water comes. Hey, Strawberry. Got a little something on your horns there. Oh, yeah. That's what we're waiting for. So yeah, we'll keep the water in this general area. We'll head all the way down to the property line, and then we'll probably jump over and do another strip up there. And I don't know what the long-term plan is here as far as trying to reintroduce them to the flock and get the dogs used to them. I feel like, I don't know, I've seen a lot of people grazing sheep and cows with guard dogs together, but they usually have bigger cows and more of them, so that probably makes a big difference. I don't know, maybe the puppies came in and there were already cows, that probably makes a difference. But we've noticed our dogs actually guarding the water. When the cows come up, they start barking at them like they're a deer or a coyote, and that's not good. So we gotta reset that relationship. And I'm thinking the key for us is going to be creating a good relationship with the cows, so the dogs can see us bonding with the cows and get that idea. Oh, they're part of the pack. Don't yell at them.
Working?
Yeah, we got water.
Okay. It's leaking at the barn.
Okay, yeah.
Coming through the red connection and the black hose.
Okay.
pretty good stream. I tried to tighten it and it wasn't working.
All right, yeah, let's go take a look at that. I meant to turn the handle on so I could check for leaks as I came down here, but it's probably better that I got that valve on versus slamming a ton of air pressure in this line. So yeah, definitely. Boy, this is some nice grass here. Came back, I had mowed this, I don't know, a month ago. Maybe just...
Look at all that beautiful hay.
Yeah.
Made by us.
Yeah.
Oh, you. I helped with the repairs.
Did you? Which ones?
When everything broke, I was holding
Everything
things
broke.
and giving you.
Yeah, we had two flat tires, well, 3 flat tires on our Kubota. Yeah. We've had this thing for how long? And I don't know, I was out brush hogging the neighbors. That was our lease payment, was I brush hogged his pasture area in exchange for the lease on his hayfield. And I hit something and took out 2 tires over there. So we had to go do fix a flat. Oh yeah, you did come rescue me. Yeah, he came with the side-by-side, or not the four-wheeler with the air compressor strapped to it so we could get enough air in the tires to get back home. And then I was able to fix one of the tires with a plug. The other one had some sidewall damage, so I went out and bought 2 replacements, replaced the bad tire, and then I was brush hogging our pasture over there by the property line, and I hit a big hole and on the brand new tire. So yeah, 3 flat tires, first 3 flats we've had, and they were all within 2 days of each other.
Yes.
Yeah.
But then the hay bind broke. And we fixed that. Took us an hour and a half.
Yeah, well, we had a whole video on that, so we already talked about that whole debacle. But if I'm being honest, we only explained about probably 25-30% of the repair work we had to do to get through hay season. So it was a struggle. I mean, you got to expect it, but that was maybe a little more challenging than I was anticipating, especially with all the tires on the Kubota, tires on the Rammobile. I can't even think of what else. Oh, the little string trimmer, their fence line trimmer, that keeps popping off. So yeah. Good times.
And we broke a line on the west side over here, and we still have to repair that.
Yeah. I've been doing.
And then I found 2 more fence wires that were buried.
Old ones that we missed. Yeah. So there's some old high tensile wire buried in the ground we got to get out of there, although it's not on our side of the fence, so it's towards the road, so I'm not really worried. I don't mow that section, so it's not so concerning, but we still want to get it out of there so it doesn't short our fence at some point. Yeah. But yeah, I broke several high tensile fence wires using our fence line trimmer. I don't think I've showed that on the video, but we got this cool little DR pull behind trimmer that's like a string trimmer that'll go underneath the fence wires. And I've been using that a lot to try to keep our fences hot, because I think that's part of the issue with the cows here is making sure we got a good jolt and everybody's getting trained effectively. So yeah, when all these weeds grow up around the fence lines, you gotta take care of that so to keep it from sapping your power. So we've been working really hard on that, battling the heat and the humidity. And breaking fences in the process. So yeah, it's been a struggle, but I don't know, the weather's changed. We had some rain. It's dropped probably 20 degrees.
Yeah, right now it's a little chilly. Like,
yeah,
I could use this sweater on. I was hot and then I was cold.
But this is great working weather. So yeah, it's a blessing, and we are happy for it because the humidity's just been kicking our butts.
Oh yes.
So yeah, it's early August here. It's like this hint of autumn in the air, but it's still summer. But okay, days are starting to get shorter. Get that cool breeze in the air in the morning, and yeah, it's time to start getting ready for winter because it's gonna be here before we know it.
Yeah.
Oh, there she goes.
She's eating.
All right, let's check this leak. Probably just a loose fitting or need a washer or something. Oh, this is all good. Okay, you're talking on the other end?
No, it was leaking right here. It was dribbling out really fast, and then I messed with it a little bit. Maybe I fixed it.
I think you fixed it.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's still dribbling a little. Here, you hold that. I might have to get a
pliers.
Well, I'll do here, I'll turn that off. Yeah, I got these, everything's done with 3/4 inch hose fittings, so I just try to keep it universal so we can mix and match stuff. But the hose fitting that goes in the poly pipe doesn't really twist, so I have to take the whole hose off to seat it a little tighter. And then we're gonna get this.
Yeah, Grandpa helped us with this. It was nice. We like dug a trench and buried it, and then dug it all the way down to the H brace down there past that ash tree.
Yeah, but I gotta get it under this, well, roller that I need to replace one of these days. On the list. Yeah, I gotta get it under there so it doesn't interfere with the operation of this sliding door.
Which is already janky. Get stuff right up there.
But yeah, this worked pretty well. We were able to drain this system out effectively and in the fall, and then I put caps on the end. I got like some male and female caps so we can keep these lines blocked. Otherwise spiders or caterpillars can go up in there and start weaving webs and cause you all kinds of problems. So try to keep your water lines covered when they're not in use.
And you put a baggie on them too. Cap and a baggie.
Yeah,
That's
baggie with
smart.
some rubber bands. Well, that's what I put on before I got the caps. That works too. All right, well, yeah, I don't see any drips. I think that took care of it. Check this other end.
Yeah, that one was fine.
Okay. Now we got to go back and check the tank and make sure that's shutting off and not leaking anywhere. Yeah, all good. Always come back and double check your tank. Make sure your float valve's working. Nothing's dripping. Don't want it leaking all night. But yeah, looks good. A little bit bigger tank here, 100 gallon. Way more than enough for these two little cows, two little heifers. Okay, they're getting all squirrely. Well, thanks for watching. If you like what we're doing here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up. Really helps the channel. We appreciate it. And yeah, just trying to do a quick update. We'll try to get a little more regular on making the videos, but no promises. It's busy, and like I said, sometimes we just need to focus on what we're doing and make sure we get that right instead of making videotapes. So yeah, when we need to prioritize that, that's what's going to happen.
But otherwise, thanks for watching, and see you later. Bye.